Divine Rising Wild Hearts, it is I, Gadara, here for another lovely rising where I wanted to start this out with us having a smoothie. There's different fruits. I got bananas, I have strawberries, I have one of my favorite protein shakes mixes in here. And I wanted to ensure that you all know that it's not just for me. I want to be someone that shares. As we share knowledge, as we share our experiences, we share our growth, we also get to share everything we put into our body. Because the things we put into our body, again, this one is for you, the things we put into our body support us in manifesting outside of our body. They support us in manifesting, again, with our soul. So I'm going to cheers with you. Thank you very much. So today, I wanted to focus on manifesting a specific person or manifesting your life partner, manifesting your twin flame. And one of the things I learned that I wasn't doing in my past was I was thinking it, but I wasn't writing it down. And the reason why I enjoy reminding people to write things down is because when we write things down, it's such a beautiful process of transmutation, alchemy, where we're taking this thought, this energetic thought that's passing through our body beyond the throat chakra, because in the moment we might not be saying it out loud yet, writing it down on a piece of paper or in our notebook, which at that point we have transferred pen or pencil or ink energetically from the message written on our soul onto this piece of paper. Now, the other reason writing it down is so powerful is because as we write things down, we actually get to see what we're writing. And there may be that inner critic that's like, oh, I'm saying I desire a life partner or a twin flame, or even, when you're calling in children or friends or a business and things like that, where you're like, I don't just desire a life partner that likes going on walks. I desire a life partner that likes hiking and camping. I desire a life partner that doesn't just like movies. Be more specific. I got to be more specific. I desire a life partner that enjoys Harry Potter and Interstellar. Be specific with the movies that you're writing down. So when you're making this list of the things that you are calling into your space, ensure that you're as specific as possible. These sentences don't have to just be one line or one bullet point. It could be 3 or 4 lines, as specific as you desire it to be. And I want to pull 3 cards to support us on that journey of writing it down, while also talking about the process that I use to call in my life partner, my twin flame. So when we go into that aspect of being more specific in the world, we also get to remember that after we write all these things down, so say you've made your list, it's a page or 2 of all the very specific things you're calling in with your life partner, understanding that when we look at this list, ask yourself, how much of an energetic match are you to it? If you did it on a scale of 1 to 10, if you're calling in a life partner that loves cooking, do you love cooking or do you love eating? Because there's a lot of people that say they want a life partner that loves to cook, but they themselves don't like to cook. And that can be confusing to the universe sometimes. So for some people, they will switch the sentence in is, I desire a life partner that loves to cook for me. Or I desire a life partner that's always going to cook for me, knowing that I don't like to cook. If you desire a life partner that enjoys reading, and maybe you enjoy reading certain types of books, be specific. I enjoy a life partner that enjoys sci-fi, or you just enjoy a life partner that will read books with you while you're reading. So maybe you're sitting at the same table and reading. Maybe you desire a life partner that's also an entrepreneur. I would invite you not to just write down, I desire a life partner that's also an entrepreneur. Write down, I desire a life partner that's committed to the message written on their soul, as they also follow their passion and devotion through God, in service of God, or whatever it may be, if it's religious or if it's spiritual. And then ask yourself, how committed am I to God? And this is where we get to be really honest. One of the things I also highly recommend when you're making this list of calling in your life partner is to be mindful to speak into existence the things that are the qualities about them, like their internal, not the external. If you're writing down things like, I desire a life partner that has tattoos, that for some people is like, is that interpersonal? Is it external? A tattoo is an expression of self. So for some people, it's like, yes, they desire someone that's open to tattoos or has tattoos. But if you're looking for a life partner that has a six-pack, that six-pack could change. So that could be confusing to the universe in some instances. It's like, what if the person has a six-pack or a great body, and over time it changes? Would they still be your life partner? So you get to write that down in your list. I desire a life partner that puts fitness before X, Y, and Z, so that you find someone that's focused on being fit versus someone that has a specific body type. And again, it's 100% up to you. I won't say one thing is right or one thing is wrong. Just understand that certain things can change. So find a life partner that's open to the evolution of self, someone that's focused on personal development, someone that is consistently and constantly seeking coaching, someone that is consistently growing and learning, someone that is a student teacher just like you. So we're going to go with the first card is authentic expression. So when we're talking about authentic expression and our life partner, desire a life partner that is authentic in their expression. Someone that allows themselves to be themselves, someone that expresses their inner child, their inner teen, their divine side, the adult, and so on and so on. Whichever archetype that resonates with you, if you desire them to express their authentic self, ensure that you are also doing the same thing. Because what can happen is if you're not expressing your authentic self, when you meet them, they don't get to meet all of you. One of my mentors shared with me, and I've had this happen over the years, where they were saying they felt like it was the right person at the wrong time because they weren't able to express who they really were. In my past, that's the soldier version of myself. I wasn't able to express the aspect of me going to war, me going to combat. It was a part of me and I suppressed it because I was afraid that no one would accept it. I actually didn't really start speaking about my time in the military until about the last 2 or 3 years, because I thought people wouldn't accept me. I thought people would see me as this like murderer or monster or whatever it may be, because yes, I have gone to war and did things that I may not be as proud of now. And at the time I did it to survive. And that was a whole journey for me as well to work through. But because I was afraid to express that soldier part of me, that warrior within me, because I was told it's too intimidating and it's going to make people afraid to talk to you. And I would meet people that were intimidated by me. And this energy that I put out, I started playing small. So I would not have been able to meet my life partner or a twin flame or a specific person if I suppressed that about me. If there's something about your past, your inner child, your inner teen, if you're a rebel and you love punk rock music and it's still something inside of you and you enjoy playing it, be sure to play that music as you're calling in your life partner. Find or attract or call in a life partner that is also okay with it or loves it as well, up to you. The next card that we drew is resolution. Resolution being so powerful, and that there's so many things that we get to resolve in our life. So when it comes to resolution, understanding that you don't have to be fully healed to call in your life partner. I want to clarify that. When you're calling in a specific person, this isn't like, oh, I'm fully healed. To me, it's more about being open to the changing and the lessons, because there's some things that you're only going to learn once you and your partner come together. You can learn as many lessons as you want. You can work through all the boundaries. You can do the mother wounds, the father wounds, the friend wounds, the societal wounds, and so on and so on. There are things that your specific person is going to bring up inside of you that you just couldn't have prepared yourself for. Be open to receiving those lessons, because it's not always going to be easy, quotation, and it's not always going to be, quotes, hard. And that's just part of the journey. So there are certain things you get to resolve within yourself to the extent that you're able to. So resolve those things. If you have certain wounds, like myself, being sexually assaulted as a child, being cheated on. So I got a Dear John letter. For those of you who don't know what that means, a Dear John letter, I was deployed to Iraq. The woman that I loved ended up getting pregnant by one of my best friends, and I found out while I was deployed. They literally were having the baby while I was gone. So it happened in those 12 months I was gone. And I had to resolve that issue within me before I could actually move on, because I still held this mistrust towards women, in that if I was gone or it was long distance, that they might do something like that. Whatever those issues may be, make a list on the things you would like to resolve in your life. Not saying you have to like go hard in the shadow work and go looking for it and beat yourself up. Just make the list of the things you desire to resolve. And as you start to resolve some of them, know that there's more stuff that's going to come up. It's just you'll have more tools to process and work through them more easily as you go into this life partnership, twin flameship, marriage, or whatever it is you're calling it. And for the last card, nourishment. I feel like nourishment is such a powerful card, and that we get to nourish ourselves. And on this specific card, so I want to make sure you all see this, on this very specific card of nourishment, as you can see, there's different colors that are falling out of these different vases. And as they're falling into the earth, they're nourishing this beautiful, beautiful plant. And whether nourishment for you is on the physical journey, as I said, the food that we put into our bodies, whether it is the things that you read so that you're nourishing your mind, whether it's your chakras or energy centers, so the things that you're nourishing for your spiritual body, whether it be so, because in Taoism, we have 3 minds, 3 breaths, and 3 bodies. You have the energetic, you have the physical, the energetic, and the spiritual. And that goes for the mind, breath, and for the body. So you get to nourish all these different aspects of yourself. And as you nourish yourself more and you give those things to yourself, you get to understand that your life partner can't necessarily give you those necessities. Like, your life partner gets to love you, but they can't be the sole source of love. Love gets to begin within, and you both get to amplify that for each other. If you aren't able to nourish yourself, you're putting a responsibility on your life partner, which is unfair, because you're forcing them to be like, you have to give me all your love that I'm not going to give to myself. And in doing so, that can be very pressuring, and it can push them away. So nourish yourself in the same way that you desire your life partner to be nourished. And I hope and I pray that what I'm putting down is being picked up by you, or that it's landing. If something is landing from this message, definitely type it in the comments below. And again, we would just have this last bit of this drink together. Again, thank you all so much. There's been another beautiful, beautiful moment. Manifesting with Soul. I am Kadara. Blessings. And so it is, and more. Let's get it. Let's go. Ow.